name is Laura Content and I'm an instructor with Lake Oswego Parks and Recreation, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make yogurt at home. So first I have a half gallon of organic milk. I'm going to pour it into my saucepan. Right? And I'm going to light my vintage 1920s stove that I do all of my cooking on here. It only has 2 burners, but luckily they both work. All right, so I've got it at about a medium-high heat, and I'm just going to let this milk come up to a boil. I actually want it to get nice and foamy, and we're just trying to kill off any bacteria that might be in the milk that we don't want, so that we can create a good environment for all those tasty, wonderful cultures that make up yogurt. So this is just going to simmer for a little bit. We'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back with our yogurt over here. My milk has come to a nice simmer. It has some beautiful foam on top, and I checked the temperature with my thermometer and it was at 170 degrees, which is what we're looking for. I'm going to remove it from the heat now and take it over and set it into an ice bath. This will help it cool down in a more timely fashion. But if you're doing lots of things around the kitchen while you're making your yogurt, feel free to just let it cool down on the counter. It'll take about half an hour or so to do that. Just check on it. When it feels just warm to the touch, it's ready. Or if you'd like to still use the thermometer, we're looking for between 116 and 110 degrees, right? So we're gonna let this cool down and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so my milk has cooled down nicely. I'm going to remove it from the ice water bath. Now the funny thing about making yogurt is you have to start with yogurt. So this is yogurt from my previous batch. If you're going to buy some plain yogurt to start your first batch, you're just going to look for any nice small container of plain yogurt. It can be 2%, it can be whole. Personally, I love to use whole milk. I think it makes the best flavor. So I am just going to add a little bit of my milk. I'm going to get a better spoon. Okay. And add a little bit of this warm milk. Again, it was about 110 degrees. It can be as warm as 116 and not be too hot to kill the good bacteria in our yogurt here. I'm just stirring the milk in to kind of loosen it up a little bit, and then I'm going to stir it into the entirety of the milk. Okay, so I'm scraping out my container. Just switch back to the spatula, just stir it all the way through so I know that all the milk has the yogurt mixed in. Now I'm going to pour it into 2 mason jars. These are quart sized. Okay, back to the first one. Okay. I'm going to just cap these off. All right, so the place that you want to leave your yogurt so that it'll turn just from milk mixed with a little bit of yogurt into an entire jar of yogurt is a warm, cozy spot. So you don't need any special equipment for this. You don't need a fancy yogurt maker. I'm using a cooler and a baby blanket. So I'm setting my quart jar of yogurt in here, and I also have 2 smaller jars of hot water, so they're going to be kind of an incubator for the yogurt. And nestle in the other one here and tuck them in, and I'm going to leave them for 8 hours. So I'm going to keep them cozy and give them a nice rest. I'm going to close it up and do not disturb. Morning. It's been been about 8 hours and it's time to check on our yogurt. Looks like it worked. Delicious creamy yogurt. You can do this at home too. Just want to thank all my kids and families who might be watching this. I can't wait to be cooking with you at Lusher Farm again real soon.